Welcome, Joe here from Scarff Ford. Today we're going to talk about this awesome 2013 Mercedes-Benz G63 that we have for sale. One amazing luxury, I don't know what you want to call it, luxury off-roader. It's hard to exactly classify the G63, but it is pretty amazing. And you can see a lot of them in Hollywood. It wasn't uncommon to see the Kardashians and other A-list celebrities driving around the G63. And looking at the outside, you might think, wow, that thing looks like it was designed in the 80s. Well, actually, you need to go back a little bit further because it actually was designed in the 70s. I think the first year of the G-Class, or when it was locally called in Germany, I think the Gelände wagon, was 1979. This was originally designed to be a military vehicle to serve in the German army. I think it's the Bundeswehr or something like that. But then they made civilian versions. And like the Hummer, the H1 Hummer, which was made popularized by Arnold Schwarzenegger, he started driving one around in civilian guise, and there was a lot of copycats following. Well, to one-up old Schwarzenegger and his H1 Hummer, celebrities started driving gray market versions of the G-Class. And then eventually Mercedes said, well, rather than letting, the gray market, make money importing these in the United States, we're just going to make it official and start importing them ourselves. And the rest is history. Obviously, it's a very popular vehicle, but this thing is built to different standards than a lot of other Mercedes-Benz products. This is like commercial grade. Like when you feel the doors and stuff, the way they close, the weight of them, it's like a vault. It's like closing the door in a big gun safe. And this thing is really built for off-road duty. Obviously, originally designed as a commercial vehicle, not as a luxury vehicle. This has a lot of utilitarian roots into it. We can see we have a mechanical locking differential with 3 different settings. It's got a true transfer, 2-speed transfer case, full-time four-wheel drive system of low range. But Mercedes-Benz does a great job keeping it relevant. It might kind of look old school on the outside, which obviously works for the look. A lot of people love this kind of utilitarian brickish look to it. On the inside, it's very luxurious. You have beautiful carbon fiber, heated and ventilated front seats, Harman Kardon audio system. We have Mercedes navigation system. We have a rear parking camera, beautiful high quality leather, designer leather, lovely kind of suede cloth material in the headliner. This thing is very luxurious and it's really nice to drive. This one has a twin turbo V8 pumping out, I think, 530 horsepower. 0 to 60 is right around 5 seconds. This thing really is fast and fun to drive. The one thing that it's not going to do, it's not going to corner carve like a sports car. This is designed to be an off-road vehicle, so it has an off-road suspension, off-road tires. It's not going to go around corners like a Porsche 911, but it is fun to drive in a straight line. Not too bad handling, but it's also something that you can do some serious off-roading. Even though it's kind of in a tuxedo, you probably wouldn't want to take it rock crawling like a Jeep Wrangler. Probably this car has a lot more guts than you probably have. So it might not be rock crawling, it might be some overlanding, beat up, dirt, gravel roads, driving in the snow to get to the ski resort. This thing is more than capable, and you'll do it in complete comfort and in complete luxury. This is a beautiful example in really nice shape, only 51,249 miles at the time of making this video. Pretty low mileage for 2013. Most people average 10, 12, 15,000 miles a year. And when this was new, the MSRP was $130,000, but that was in 2013 money. Mercedes actually raised the prices on these quite significantly. Brand new ones similar to this, people still pay that type of money for these things. We see them all the time. They're very popular, and maybe that's why you're looking at it. And if you're considering buying one of these things, it's a great choice. And honestly, I think it's actually built a little bit better than your average Mercedes. These things are pretty much hand built. It actually takes, well, I don't know about today, but in 2013, doing some research on it, it took a Mercedes an average of 10 days to build one of these vehicles. The AMG V8 is hand built. This thing is built to a really nice, it's almost like commercial truck standards by, the fit and finish and just like the heavy dutiness of it. The differentials, the four-wheel drive system, the doors, just open and close the doors, realize that this is not your run-of-the-mill Mercedes for sure. Obviously it's in great shape inside and out with low miles. This thing looks great in white. You have the side exiting exhaust on both sides. Sounds pretty amazing. I'll rev the engine a little bit so you can hear some of that twin turbo V8 music. splattered my camera a little bit with some of the exhaust condensation. Sounds pretty amazing. It is amazing for sure. Of course, we have plenty of tread in these Toyo tires. And then we have massive brakes, massive rotors, massive brakes, massive calipers. Obviously, with something that can go 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, you need to have the stopping power to keep up with all that speed. There's that amazing twin turbo V8, 530 horsepower. It was hand built by Marcel Keller at AMG in Germany. The hood closes with authority as well. We can see those retro lines, and even though it's kind of retro 70s 80s styling, it still works by today's standards. People love the way these things look, and they love the way they drive. It's a car unto itself. There's really nothing to compare it to. It's a completely unique driving experience, an ownership experience, having one of these things. And this thing's in great shape, looks fantastic in white. Decent amount of cargo space, man. There's so much weight on these doors. It takes the effort to close these doors. It's not for the faint of heart. You have to really get some force behind it to get them to latch, but that all goes towards that heavy duty commercial grade build quality that you get in these things. Well, if you're thinking about getting a pre-owned G63, a nice one like this with low miles, 2013 is a great one to consider. Obviously, it's a little bit more affordable price point, a little bit more attainable to a wider range of people than one that's north of 6 figures. Thanks so much for taking the time today to watch this video, and have a wonderful day.